kinds of categories of people who surrender unto the Lord. I think YouTube has started, Prabhu. We can get started, I think.
Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Welcome to the Bhagavad Gita class. Today is the most important chapter. We are in the mid of the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 9, the most confidential knowledge. So let us welcome Sindu Mathaji for disclose on the chapter 9. Hare Krishna, Mathaji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Welcome once again to this study of Bhagavad Gita. We've covered so far 8 chapters. We are exactly in the middle of Bhagavad Gita today. Krishna knows that how important this chapter 9 is, because it deals with Bhakti Yoga. It is completely, it gives us the pure Bhakti Yoga. That's why when we have something very precious, what do? We actually put it in a safeguard, right? We put it in a velvet pouch and keep it in a locker, and we have many keys and many doors to that locker. In the same way, Krishna has kept this in the middle to protect it. It is protected between the karma and the Gnana Yoga. And even within Bhakti Yoga, the 9th chapter is the most important because it deals with pure devotional service. See, there are different ways we perform devotion. We learned it at least in the first few chapters. I think in the 3rd or the 4th chapter, we learned the yoga ladder. What was a yoga ladder? That first one is a karma yoga. Then comes by karma, we are trying to satisfy the Lord by giving up our results of karma. Then we understood Gnana Yoga. Then we understood Ashtanga Yoga. All these things are good, but what is the best? The best is Bhakti Yoga. Even in Bhakti Yoga, there are many divisions, and the most important is the pure devotional service. There are Pradhani Bhuta and Guni Bhuta. That means you have Bhakti, but you have material desires also. And then you have very little Bhakti and more of material desires. So when you have these categories in Bhakti Yoga also, there is one Bhakti which is called Kevala or Ananya Bhakti, and that is what we are going to study today. And Krishna is going to give us a knowledge of that pure devotional service where there is no material tinge at all. It is 100%. It is pure. It is like 24 karat gold, right? It is that pure in devotion. Without further ado, let's get started on the most confidential knowledge. Like Prabhu said, Krishna himself considers this most confidential knowledge. Why? Because you can purchase even Krishna. Bhakti, this most confidential knowledge, is nothing but the Kevala or the Ananya Bhakti, and Krishna can be purchased by it. It is a currency to purchase the most important person or the supreme person, not of this world, not of this universe, from all the universes and even the spiritual world. He is like the prime minister or the president of everything that there is existence, right? Wherever there is existence, he is the supreme, and he can be purchased by a currency called as Bhakti or Kevala Bhakti or pure devotional service. And that is the most important knowledge or the secretive knowledge that we are going to study today. Let's all join our hands in Mangala Charana. Om Ajnanathimirantasya Gnananjashalakaya Chachurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschyatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Srinivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Let's all pay our obeisances to our founder Acharya A.C. Bhaktivedanta Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai, and our Shiksha Guru Sunanath Prabhu, and start the session. So, a little bit of a recap of what we've done so far. Akshara Brahma Yoga, or attaining the Supreme, was the last class, which was talking about what is that, what is a final exam for us, right? And it started off with a question from Arjuna from previous chapter, from 7th chapter, where Krishna said, these are the 4 people who surrender unto me. I know Varshini Mathaji has already put it in the chat, one of the answers, and Shreya Yukta Mataji and Varshini Mataji put all 4. Artha, Artharthi, Gnani, and Jignasu. Jignasu and then Gnani. So those are the 4 kind of people, and Krishna says Gnani is the most important, right? From there, Gnani, because he is trying to figure out where the Lord is. He is he's rejected all this world, and he's trying to search for the Supreme. And then Arjuna has a question. What is that question? He says, okay, you said a yogi or a gnani is the greatest of all the people who surrender unto you. How do they remember you at the time of death? That was his question. How do they perform? What do they do to remember you at the time of death? And that gave rise to this chapter 8. And in chapter 8, the first 4 shlokas was 8 questions from Arjuna. What is Adi Bhuta, Adhyatma, Brahma? All those questions. Krishna intelligently answers all the questions except the last question. Out of the 8 questions, 7 questions are answered within 2 verses. And the last question was, how do your bhaktas remember you at the time of death? And for that question, Krishna gave us the entire 8th chapter, just to make us understand how to remember him at the time of death. So this 8th chapter was dead. The acronym was dead. It started off with 8 questions from Arjuna. The 8 questions were, we can send the PPT later, one of us can send you the screenshot of that. Who is Brahma, Prakriti, Adhyatma, Adibhuta, Adidaiva? He asked, and 2 more questions. And then the final question was the remembrance of the Lord. How do bhaktas remember? And then to explain that, Krishna talks about E. What is E? E is the exam or death, how to remember. And Krishna says, it is not just in a second that you can remember me, it is throughout the life you have to practice for that. Only when you practice, then it becomes a perfection, isn't it? If you give a mic to somebody in the audience and ask them to come and stand on the stage and sing, can they sing? No. You have to practice. For material knowledge itself, if you have to practice, imagine this is such a subtle knowledge, and it is so important for us. It is not that only some of us die, some of us don't. All of us die. It's universal truth. And if we are dying, how do we clear that exam? Right? It is something like, in material science, you have, okay, I'm doing an engineering, I'm doing medical, or I won't do studies at all. It is fine. I don't have to take any exams. But there is no choice. All of us have to take this exam, and that's why this knowledge is very, very important, isn't it? So this knowledge is preparing us for the day, the D-Day, right? The death day, it is preparing. And we say this is the art of dying. We will not cry, we will not lament at that time. We will think of the Lord very peacefully. As Bhishma Pitamaha, if you all have remembered Mahabharata, how on the bed of arrows he is able to, concentrate on the Lord at the time of death. In the same way, this knowledge gives us that cool and composure which we need at the time of death, so that our mind can engage in the thoughts of the Lord. And that is what Krishna says, life is a preparation, death is examination, practice of remembrance. Remembering, you have to keep practicing, right? Otherwise, you will not remember. And then Krishna gives a glimpse of the spiritual world, how the spiritual world is. And why is he giving us? He is enticing us. He is provoking us. He is saying, look, this is the spiritual world where there are desire fulfilling trees, where there is Surubi cow, where milk, rivers run there. You don't have to go to the dairy and, pay money to get 1 liter of milk. River is running of milk, which is like Amrit, right? And Kalpavriksha trees, every tree is a Kalpavriksha tree. And Sahasra Koti Lakshmis are just serving. To gain one Lakshmi, we do Varma Lakshmi Vrata every year. Year after year, we do Lakshmi Puja to get one Lakshmi, and still we don't get Lakshmi. There, Sahasra Koti Lakshmis are, waiting to serve the Lord. And that Lord can be purchased. So imagine that glory, right? And then finally, Krishna talks about the different kinds of people when they leave the body, what is their destination and how do they leave their body. Different devotions will give you different destinations. It is not that a person who dies as a gnani or a yogi will reach the same place. A yogi has to he has to prepare his body at the time of death. At a particular time only he has to leave the body. If he leaves in any other time, his destination has changed. For a bhakta, it is not like that. For a bhakta, anytime he leaves the body, the destination is fixed. And that's what Krishna says, that, as a yogi, if you leave a body, there are two paths, right? The yogis have to think of the time, day, muhurta, everything to leave their body. But a bhakta, anytime he leaves, Krishna is there to protect, right? You don't have to, meditate on what time. And we don't even have control over our breath. The yogis are practicing throughout their life to control their breath, to give up the breath at one point. Okay, by mistake they forgot and they sneezed or something happened, they will go to a different destination. So it is very, it is like a gamble. The yogi's life is like a gamble, because they have to figure out what is the best time to leave the body. So today we will see, and devotion gives you being a bhakta, and bhakta can leave his body anytime. You have won a lottery ticket just by becoming a bhakta. Now Krishna further continues that to say, how can you become a bhakta? By performing this Ananya Bhakti. And how do you perform this Ananya Bhakti is this entire chapter. The formula for success, for getting a first rank, is being given here. Not in the material world, in the spiritual world, how do I get a first rank? And Krishna is going to help us, and that's what we are going to study. And the first three shlokas talks about this knowledge. Why is this knowledge so important? The secret to getting a first rank in spiritual, why is it so important? And what is the relationship, inconceivable relationship? How is it the sambandha gnan we were talking about, right? Relationship with the Lord and this entire world and us, that is going to be explained. And non-worshippers, why, even though the Lord is saying all these things, there are certain people who do not believe in the Lord. And those people, what happens to them, right? How can they come out? They cannot come out of it. Krishna explains, although I'm saying all these things, there are people who do not believe the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And finally, the glories of bhakti. Why is bhakti so important, right? It is what is the essence, or what do you get by performing bhakti? Glories of bhakti means what is the benefit of doing bhakti. So without further ado, we can get started. So this knowledge is called king. This chapter itself, king. Yes, it is true king only. It is not just the king of this world. It is the king of all worlds. Any world you go to. See, this knowledge is not just for the Bhuloka. You go to Satyaloka, you go to Brahmaloka, you go to any loka. This is the current knowledge which is required, right? If you do PhD in math, it is good only if, right now how the world is changing is, if you do PhD, it is only good for that country. Sometimes it is only good for that state. Beyond that, nobody will recognize that. But this knowledge is not like that. It is universal knowledge. And that's why it's a king of knowledge. So K stands for knowledge, I stands for inconceivable relationship, N stands for non-worship, G stands for glories of bhakti. I'm going to go rapid round because I want to finish exactly at maybe 5 minutes later, but I want to finish at least by 7:05 today. So the knowledge, degree of confidential knowledge. This is a superlative confidential knowledge. Oneness confidential knowledge, which is we got from chapter 2. What is the relationship between a body and a soul? What is the distinction? Because before coming into Bhagavad Gita class or before understanding chapter 2, we did not have a difference between our Atma and the body. right? A soul and the body, we did not have difference, but we understood that that is confidential knowledge. Then we will go to more confidential knowledge, where we understood in chapter 7 what is the sambandha, right? Krishna said manigana eva, sutra manigana eva. That means everything, the pearl necklace, when you see the thread inside, you won't see. I am like that thread, he said. That means he is the one who's maintaining everything. We do not see it. Can you see the Lord making the sun come up? Can you see the sun going down? Who is telling it? How is the wind blowing? Right? How are the rains happening? So much of research, nobody can make a rain happen for 1 second. Forget one day. For 1 second, can the scientists make the rain happen? They cannot. They cannot. Can they make 1 day of sunlight or 2 hours of sunlight? When the sun is gone down, can they give us 2 hours of sunlight? Yeah, you may say electricity, but where is that electricity coming from? That electricity is also coming from nature only, right? So we have to understand the Sambandha Gnan, how Krishna is everywhere, even in the material world. Although he is there, we cannot see. It is not that he is hiding it. We cannot see because of our imperfection. So that we learned in chapter 7. Now in the ninth chapter, 2, we learned Atmagnan. 7, we learned Sambandhagnan. Now 9, and Sambandhagnan further we are going to learn today also. And 9, we are going to learn the pure devotional service. Beyond all this knowledge, see, all this is just Gnana. But that when Gnana is converted to please the Lord, that is pure devotional service. The pure devotional service, when you start doing that, Krishna starts reciprocating, right? All this while Krishna is dormant in your life, but Krishna will be activated. He will be given permission to run the ratha of our body, right? As Arjuna gave the control to Krishna, we should give control to Krishna, and the process of giving control to Krishna is this pure devotional service. All this while, confidential knowledge, more confidential knowledge is theory. Now this is the practical thing, how you can, it is reality, direct perception. It is not like, it will happen tomorrow, it will happen in next year. You will see the results immediately when you perform pure devotional service. Now there must be a prerequisite who can do pure devotional service, and here is a prerequisites that Krishna is giving. Anusuyava means we have to be non-envious. Why non-envious? I'll give you an example. Our Prabhuji also gave the same example. If I hold this, somebody holds this mobile and asks whose mobile it is, I will say it is mine. I'll say it is mine. Is it really mine? No, it actually belongs to Krishna. The minute I say it is mine, that means I'm envious of Krishna. How do we understand this? Now, Krishna is wearing lot of jewelry on him, right? When Krishna manifests in front of us, he comes prakata in front of us. Instead of adoring our Lord, our worshipful Lord, and our love of our life, instead of worshipping him, we start looking at his ring and say, wow, that ring is beautiful. I wish I had that. Today, our state is that everything that we want to get ourselves attached to is a Shakti of the Lord. We are trying to compete with the Lord to take it away from the Lord and enjoy it for ourselves. And Krishna is a renunciant. One of the qualities of Krishna is he is a renunciant. He says, oh my child, you wanted, take it, he is given it. But in that play, we are forgetting Krishna. Looking at that ring that he has given us, we are forgetting Krishna. And that is why it is non-envious. We have to be non-envious. Why? Because we should not like the Shakti of Krishna. We should love Krishna himself. When we like Krishna Shakti, that means we are saying, Krishna, you have something, I want it for myself to enjoy. I want it from you. That means we are envious. Like a small child. If a small child has a magic stick, another child will want that, right? That is being envious. That's why we may say we are not envious of Krishna, but actually we are all. Even when we are envious of our neighbors for the new Mercedes car that they have, or the beautiful, diamond necklace the Mathaji has, when we are envious of our neighbors also, we are envious of the Lord, because they also belong to the Lord itself. right? Everybody is part and parcel of the Lord. So these are the two examples that suggest that we are always envious of the Lord because we want something from the Lord instead of wanting the Lord himself. And Shraddha. So first we have to become non-envious. It is not going to happen overnight. Continue to practice bhakti, chant the mantra, and put boga and take only prasadam. Then slowly your atma will change. The change will come from within. Then Shraddha. Shraddha means faith. That starting point of devotional service is faith. Why do we say that? Because without faith you can't keep the next step, right? Without faith you can't keep the next step. Little bit of faith is required in the beginning for us to start devotional service. At least you have to believe in Bhagavad Gita. At least you have to believe in Krishna. See, it is very difficult. We can all understand in the beginning it's all difficult, but once you take that leap of faith, right, and start doing it, even with doubt, just do it. Then it will become stronger and stronger, because Krishna will start reciprocating, and you will know, you yourself will start realizations will come to you, and then you progress in that bhakti. But if you don't even take that leap of faith and say I don't believe it, it's very difficult to do bhakti. Okay, now the king of knowledge, why it is king of knowledge? There are certain characteristics to this knowledge. Rajavidya rajaguhyam pavitram uttamam pratyakshavagamam susukam kartuvamabhyayam. Rajavidya, it is a king of all knowledge. I told you, knowledge of this world stays in this world. This knowledge goes beyond this world. You go to Brahma Loka and say, I attended 18 days session. This is Bhagavad Gita. If you say, even Brahmaji will say, wow, very good. You've passed first grade, second grade of Brahmaji's world also. That is how it is. It is a universal knowledge. Okay, it is accepted everywhere as a greatest knowledge. Even Brahmaji is studying this knowledge. Indraji is studying this knowledge. Everybody is studying this knowledge. Okay. Rajaguhya, that means it is very, very confidential. See, what happens is, even though Bhagavad Gita is in front of you and you open that and read that, you won't be able to understand. You won't be able to read what Krishna is trying to say. It will all look, if you take word to word meaning, you cannot get the real meaning. The Vedas, if you look at the Vedas, the entire essence of Vedas is what? Krishna. But can you understand it like that? When you read the Vedas, does it say like that? It'll say, no, do this mantra, do this, do that. But it is actually trying to define Krishna. Unless you have a guru who has studied that, who knows that, you will not understand. In the same way, and Bhagavad Gita is the sara of all the Vedas, all the Upanishads. It's a sara, it is a cream. They've taken the best of the cream, the sweetness of the cream, and they've put it in Bhagavad Gita. Krishna has put it in Bhagavad Gita because he knows in Kali Yuga we cannot study all the Vedas and Upanishad. We don't have time, and we don't have that capacity to understand, and a long life to study such scriptures. So he's condensed and he has given it to us, right? And that's why it is a Rajaguhya. Guhya means it is very, very secretive. If somebody gives you the book and you read it word by word and by heart it also, you will not understand it unless a guru explains it to you. Pavitram, why is it Pavitram? It is the purest of knowledge. See, first of all, it is so pure that we are impure. Even though we touch that pure thing, it will not get impure. We will get purified. If you take a brush at home, a cleaning brush, and you start cleaning your house, what happens? The brush will become dirty at some point. But here, this is something which is so pure that when impurity comes in contact with it also, it does not get impure. It is chintamani, right? It is like a touchstone. It will make the other thing which comes in contact pure rather than it becoming impure. There is no way this can become impure. Okay. And the very process also is purifying. See, this knowledge is perfectly pure, and the process to attain it, when you come in contact with it, with the process is also purifying. Even if you read it, like, understand it from a guru, and you're not perfect in that knowledge, and you try to do little bit progress also, little bit every day after the guru has told you, if you read it also, that is also purifying. Although we are not pure, we are not reciting it purely, we are not understanding it purely, but the knowledge itself is pure, so it will purify you because you've heard it from a right source. And then you are doing the adhyayan, right? That's why it is purifying. Uttama, that means it is uttamam. tamam mum, when that superlative is used, it is the most transcendental. Uttama, right? Uttamam, this is. So it is the most transcendental knowledge. Pratyaksha so that's what I was saying. It is a direct perception. When you do it, immediately you will see it. You don't need extra money you have to spend, extra things you have to do. Bhakti does not need anything else to support it. Bhakti itself is enough to take you close to Krishna. This one process is enough to take you directly to Krishna. You don't need any other supportive things or spend money, other side things that you have to do. And you will get a direct perception, direct vision of the Lord, right? That it will happen to you. Perfection in religion, you don't need any supportive religion for this or supportive items for this. So Sukham, it is very joyous. Whatever bhakti you perform, even a little bit of bhakti you perform is very joyful. It brings a lot of peace and happiness. Avyayam, it is everlasting. I told you, even after our death, this will continue. Whatever knowledge you've taken, gained today, it will continue from Janma to Janma. It is not like, you give up this body now. Halfway through ninth chapter, we studied, we give up our body. At least I give up my body. It is not like I lost it. In the next Janma, I will start from the 10th chapter. Okay, I will continue my bhakti. Whatever little bhakti I have done, it does not get lost. Okay, now we'll understand. So far we understood the essence of that knowledge, what kind of a knowledge this is. Now we are coming to inconceivable relationship. That is the relationship of our Sambandha Gnana. What is the Sambandha of Krishna and all the living entities around us? What is the Sambandha of material existence and the Lord? मय्याध्यक्षेण प्रकृति सूयते सा चराचरं हेतुनानेन कौन्तेय जगद विपरिवर्तते. This material nature, which is one of my energies, is working under my direction, O son of Kunti, producing all moving and immovable or non-moving beings under its rule. This manifestation is created and annihilated again and again by me. So here Krishna is giving Maya Dyakshena. Adyaksha means the chairperson. We know Adyaksha. Here also we use that. That means he is a chairperson. Prakriti means this material existence. Chara Chara. Chara and Achara. That means moving and immovable. All this is created by me, it is maintained by me, and I annihilate and recreate. So everything is dependent on Krishna. Under his proprietorship, everything is existing. That is how we have to understand. Krishna is the proprietor who is creating, who's maintaining, who's annihilating. Again, he will create. After a certain time, again creation happens. So everything is existing because of Krishna. So cause of all causes is Govindam Adi Purusham, right? He is Adi Purusham and he is Karana for everything, right? So that we have to understand. This is from Brahma Samhita. Krishna, Brahma says that Govindam Adi Purusham. He is the Karana of everything. He is the Adi Purusha, right? Before, when annihilation happens, when there is total darkness, there is nobody else except Krishna. There is nobody else, right? So before creation also he is there. After annihilation also he is the only one who is existing. Even Brahmaji is wiped out. We think Brahmaji is the creator, beyond Brahma is Krishna. So even Brahmaji is wiped out, and you will see Krishna alone is existing. In Bhagavatam, there is a story, there is a Leela where Krishna comes in Matsya Avatara, right? And he narrates this, how this all this happens. And Satyavrat Muni he wishes to see that Krishna after the annihilation, and in a vision he is able to see that. Okay. And our Brahmaji also says that he is the Adi Purusham, because Brahma is the first created thing and created living entity. And Brahma, before he creates everything or anything, he saw that form of the Lord before even he started creation. Non-worship. So what are the non-worshippers? Krishna can take any form in this material world. He takes certain avatars in this universe, but he is the avatari. That means all avatars are coming from Krishna only. Okay, and he has the power to manifest himself in any form in this world. But people who don't understand the true identity of the Lord misunderstand him to be an ordinary person. And that is what Krishna is saying. See, Krishna gave us the essence, what his relationship is, saying that I am the creator of all these things. I'm the maintainer. Through my Shakti, my power only, everything is happening. But still, there are people who think Krishna is a human being. And those people do not worship the Lord. They will not accept the Lord at all. And about them, Krishna is saying, Avajanati mamuda manusyam tanu ashritam param bhavam agnanto mambuta maheshwaraha. Fools deride me when I descend in the human form. They do not know my transcendental nature as the supreme Lord of all that be. See, if there is a drama or a skit going on, your best friend acts in that. He dresses up like some other person and he comes, you do not recognize him, right? In the same way, when the Lord takes a certain form just to, take care of the miscreants and, establish dharma and everything, people think it is a person only. By some austerities and penance, he became Krishna. That is not true. Krishna doesn't need to do any austerity and penance to become Krishna, because Krishna is absolute. If you know mathematics, there is absolute concept where you cannot change that. Krishna is like that. He is absolute. There is no way you can add a negation or positive to Krishna. He is complete, he is absolute. Isha Upanishad says he is Purna, and whatever he creates also is Purna, and still he is Purna. See, if there is a round circle and you take a or a pizza, you cut a piece out of pizza and take it out, or a cake and take it out, what happens? There is only 3/4 remaining. But Krishna is not like that. Although Krishna is Purna and he creates things which are Purna, nothing changes in Krishna. Krishna is still complete. He's still the absolute. In the same way, when he manifests, right, when he comes to this world, he is still that absolute only. He does not change. Okay. Rejecting Krishna. Why do they reject Krishna? Because they are bewildered. I told you the example. Can hold on to that example of a ring of Krishna. We all get mesmerized by the stones in that ring, and we are still contemplating, I want that ring, right? Here, people are bewildered by this material world. When they see so many things, everywhere there is attraction, and they get bewildered. And that's why they reject Krishna. Rejecting Krishna. मोगशा मोगकर्मणो मोगगङ्नाना विचेतसः राक्षसीम् असुरीं चैव प्रकृतिं मोहिनीं श्रितः. Those who are thus bewildered are attracted by demoniac and atheistic views. In that deluded condition, their hopes for liberation, their fruitive activities, and their culture of knowledge are all defeated. See, they are trying to go, they're thinking of themselves, we will achieve liberation, we will achieve, greatest benefit by penance and austerities and everything. And through knowledge, gnana, I'm going to achieve something. But if it is not supported by Krishna, all that will go for a waste. Or all that it does not give you the results you want. You're trying very hard to become a multimillionaire, but it will not happen. Or you're trying very hard to become a PhD, but even maybe you succeed also, you will not be happy with that knowledge. You will have a lot of sufferings. There is no peace in doing all these things. And first of all, it cannot be done without Krishna's mercy or Krishna's enablement. See, even people doing PhDs, even they are atheists and everything, Krishna is still supporting. It's not that Krishna doesn't support, but he is dormant in their life, right? Without Krishna, nothing can happen. Even a blade of grass cannot move without Krishna's will. So all that is happening through Krishna only, but still they think that they are doing it, and they are in that delusion that they have all the power. Previous thing, I did not show you this. See this person, he is looking somewhere, he is doing all the research without understanding the hand which is holding this, which is supporting it. He is saying there is no God when his entire analysis and support of even his brain power that he is getting, his intelligence is also supported by the Lord. In tomorrow's chapter, you will learn more how Krishna, he is the Balavat of Balavan, right? And he is the intelligent of the intelligent, he is the intelligence of the intelligent. Everything is coming from the Lord only. Okay, every bhav that I have, the happiness is coming from Lord, the sadness also is coming, everything in this material world, whatever is existing is coming from the Lord. And we think that, we are the doers, that Shakti, if I'm able to lift 5 pounds, I think I am lifting. No, that Shakti is coming from Lord, but we don't understand it. Like this person who's standing on the globe, and he has the intelligence to create a telescope and look at the stars, right? Where did the stars come? Where did that intelligence to make telescope come from? How is he able to stand? Where is that gravity coming from? Who is supporting the earth? And he's still thinking there is no Lord, right? So that is our condition sometimes. And here also, even if you want to achieve anything material, that is completely supported by the Lord. Without the Lord's support, see, the air that we breathe for 10 seconds, or 10 minutes, 1 minute, 2 minutes, if there is no air, can I exist? So I'm so fragile, I'm so delicate. 1 minute I cannot exist without air, which is created by the Lord, and I'm saying there is no Lord, right? That is what. And here there is a contrast. Who is the best, right? The person who is a Mahatma, who's understood the Lord. This is very beautiful. Now we are going to understand who a Mahatma is and what are his characteristics. Why are we understanding this? When we understand this, we will be able to understand the Lord and follow the Lord. Following the footsteps of a Mahatma, we will be able to see that reality. We will be able to wake up to that reality and do our bhakti. Right? Once you see, automatically bhakti will come. Once you start those small realizations, nobody has to tell you, bhakti will follow. Right? So here, who is a Mahatma? महात्मान्तु महात्मानस्तु महापार्ता मां पार्ता दैवीं प्रकृतिमाश्रितः भजन्ति अनन्यमनसो ज्ञात्वा भूतादिम् अव्ययम्. O son of Pritha, those who are not deluded, the great souls, are under the protection of the divine nature. They are fully engaged in devotional service because they know me as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, original and inexhaustible. Now, what we are understanding is, these great souls, these Mahatmas, who are they? See, they are beyond this material world, they are beyond death, right? When you understand it like that, then you'll understand why they are Mahatmas. They are beyond birth and death. Okay, and how are they like this? Because they are under the protection of divine nature. That divine nature is nothing but bhakti. They have taken ashray of bhakti, and that's why they are under that protection. Once we take bhakti in our life, automatically protection comes, it follows. We don't have to do anything separate. The quality of bhakti is, it is protecting, right? And they are fully engaged in devotional service. As I said, if you see it through the eyes of a guru, when you're able to see, when you follow their footsteps, you will be able to. Why? Gnatva means to know. What do they know? Bhuta Adim, that Supreme Personality of Godhead, He is the original. When everything is annihilated, when I am also gone, who is existing? Only that Supreme is existing. Okay? And He is inexhaustible. Right? It is not that for 5 years that Supreme Personality is Supreme Personality, then somebody else is Supreme Personality. No. He is inexhaustible. He is unlimited. And to that unlimited Lord, once I know He is unlimited and He is a creator, maintainer, and sustainer, then I will be, once I have that knowledge, it becomes very easy for me to do devotional service. And how do I know that? When I follow these Mahatmas. And there is no other example other than Srila Prabhupada. We will very soon see the biography of Srila Prabhupada at the age of 70. It is very difficult to give up the comfort of your home, to go to an unknown land, and to establish dharma. to establish this Krishna consciousness. He did not have to do this because he was already a devotee of the Lord, and for 10 years he was in Vrindavan chanting and writing books and everything. It was not a compulsion for him to go, but just because his guru asked him to go, out of causeless mercy, he came to the West. Because he came to the West and established, India also finally accepted. Right? He tried to propagate this in India and nobody trusted him or nobody followed him in the beginning. It was a struggle, it is a uphill. And then he went all the way to the West and he established there. And then people started realizing his importance, so how great of a Mahatma he is. And he's a Mahatma even today and for the generations to come of the work he's done, right? And we all have to follow in his footsteps. Now, how to recognize a Mahatma? How do I know that, Srila Prabhupada is a Mahatma? Here is a quality. Satatam kirtayanto mam yatantascha drida namasyantascha mam bhaktya nityayukta upasate. Always chanting my glories, endeavoring with great determination, bowing down before me. These great souls perpetually worship me with devotion. So what do? The qualities. One is Kirtayanta. If you look at Prabhupada, there are many instances when Prabhupada was about to give up his body. One of the other disciples of Srila Prabhupada tried to put water into his mouth. When they tried that, his tongue was chanting, he was moving his tongue. That means he was chanting even on his deathbed. That is one example. Second example is they were doing a recording in a recording studio. They were trying to record the Hare Krishna Mahamantra or some bhajan. And you have to have pin drop silence in that, recording studio. Everything was quiet and they started recording. They heard a murmur. Somewhere they were hearing a murmur. And they checked, there was nobody. And finally, when they came near Srila Prabhupada and one of the disciples put their ear to Prabhupada's back, he was chanting. Although he was not moving his lips, he was closed his lips and he was chanting. Constantly Prabhupada was chanting. That is Kirtayanta. And there was no time where he was not doing some devotional service, either translating books, or he was giving a session, or he was worshipping the Lord, or he was preparing boga to all the disciples. He was cooking, he was cleaning the temple, he was printing some books, he was giving sessions, right? He's doing something or the other constantly. That is Kirtana. Any the thing that you do is Kirtana actually. If you're giving a class also, it's Kirtana only because you're glorifying the Lord, right? Drida Vrata. So that determination at that age, we have to get up and go somewhere. We think 100 times nowadays. Should I go, not go? Should I do, not do? Right? With all the comfort and with all the bodily comfort that we had at that age, to do it is very difficult. And why it happens? Because he was serving the Lord, and that constantly he had that in his mind that he is serving the Lord, and nothing can take away that from him. See, who are the people who achieve things in life? Those who are determined and focused on the goal. And that was Prabhupada. Right? That was Prabhupada. And I'm not just saying in establishing ISKCON. Even in his own bhakti, he was very focused, right? And he was up. If you see all the celebrities, all the people who are made big names, they all, even while eating, sleeping, they were only thinking of that, and that's why they were able to achieve what they achieved. That is Vridavrata. Namasyanta, that means you're always offering obeisance. Whenever he saw the Lord, he was offering obeisances. And there were multiple times in a day he used to just go and offer obeisances. See, once you offer obeisance, it is the action which shows you're surrendering unto the Lord, you're bowing down unto the Lord, right? So it is very important for us to tell the Lord that, I'm surrendered to you. I believe in you, Lord. Right? When we give respect to them, when we want to show them respect, we bow down. Nitya Yukta, it is not just one day, 2 day. Every day, every single day, we have to continue to do that. That consistency is what we have to keep up in bhakti. Progress will automatically happen. Consistency is very difficult. And that's what we have to practice in our life. Other types of worshippers. There are different types of worshippers, and we'll see what are the different types of worshippers. Ekatvena, Pratakvena, and Bahuda Vishvato Mukha. Ekatvena means Aham Brahmasmi, the Lord and me are the same. There is no difference. People have that concept. Jagan Mithya, right? They think this is Maya. I just by mistake I got caught in Maya. As soon as I come out of Maya, I'm equal as the Lord. I am also Brahma. That means they want to be equal with Brahma. They want to be equal with the Supreme Personality of God, and that is called as Ekatvam, in oneness. They worship. Their worship is that they are also gods. One day they will become gods. Okay. Prithakvena, diversified. That means many gods and demigods we have. Surya Dev, Chandra Dev, and then Ganesh. There are millions of gods, 50,000 gods I think we have, and worshipping every day. Today Shivji ka vrat hai, मंगलवार को गौरी का व्रत है, बुधवार को सम व्रत है. Every day we have one vrata, one god, one vrata we do. And that is Prithakvena. We are seeing God in multiple forms and worshipping as demigods, right? That is Prithakvena. Bahuda Vishvato Mukha. This is the impersonal form of the Lord. Seeing the Lord in the material or the universal form. We'll come in chapter 11, we'll see what that universal form is. They are trying to see the Lord in the universe, in the impersonal form. The sun, the creation is the Lord. This entire material world is the Lord. Thinking like that, impersonal. They're not thinking that the Lord is like me. He has two hands, he has a face. They don't think like that. They think of him as a powerhouse and his existence in the material world, right? That is a universal form of the Lord. Results of who those who accept and reject the Lord. So different people have different acceptance, and because of the acceptance they will go to different places, okay, after this life. And that is what Krishna is going to explain to us. Yanti devavrata devan pitrinyati pitrivrta bhutani yanti bhutejya yanti madhyanopi mama. Those who worship the demigods will take birth among demigods. Those who worship the ancestors go to the ancestors. Those who worship the ghosts and spirits will take birth among such beings. And those who worship me will come back to me. So, Yanti Devavrita Devas who worship the Devas go to the Devaloka. That means those who worship the Ganeshji will go to Ganeshji's Loka. Those who worship Shivji will go to Shivji. Those who worship Murga will go to Murga. Like that, whichever god you're worshipping, you will go to their world. Prithri Yanti Prithivata. This is worshipping the ancestors. Just above our loka, there is a Pitri loka. And if you keep worshipping the Pitris, you will go. See, all this is rejecting Krishna and worshipping. It is not worshipping Krishna. You're trying to reject Krishna and say, Krishna is not the Lord, and I'm going to worship my father who died, or I'm going to worship my great granddad who died, and you keep constantly thinking of them, you will go to that Prithri Loka. And Bhutani Yanti Bhutejya. People who worship the ghosts and goblins, in the middle of the night, they will do some sacrifices and yagnas for some Kali and everything. They will go to that Loka where the ghosts and goblins live. They will go there. But Yanti Madhyajino Api Mam. Those who worship me, O Arjuna, will come to me. Right? See, if you keep constantly thinking of Krishna, constantly worshipping Krishna, in whatever you do, you're thinking of Krishna. Krishna is very merciful. He will make sure, he will pave the path for you. He will put new tar road for you. From where you are to Goloka, he will put a road for you so that you can easily travel with AC, with restrooms and everything on the way, so that you can he makes your journey after life very easily. And he gives you that GPS also, how to come to him also, he will give it to you. That is what it is saying. And people who reject and go to other places, he will say, okay, I will enable you there also. It is not that Krishna is adamant. No, if you want to go there, you can go there. He will enable you. Different path, different destination. What are the criterias, right? First criteria is motive. When we have servitude towards Krishna, when we love Krishna, basically when we love Krishna, we will go to Krishna. If you love material things, I want BMW, I want another house, I want a promotion, I want children, I want this husband, then you will go to Devatas. Devatas will immediately give you those material things. Here we are not asking anything materially. You can ask, it's not a bad thing to ask, but ask Krishna only. Krishna will give it to you in such a way that you will not again ask for that material thing. He will make sure that you understand the downfall of having that. He will give it to you, but when he gives it to you, you understand it so well that you do not want it. Okay, what do they grant? They, like a parent, what is good for you only Krishna will give. The example of a child going to a store and buying a chocolate. If he goes to the store and gives 100 rupees, the shopkeeper will give 100 chocolates. But the father, if you go and give father 100 rupees and says, okay, give me 100 chocolates, father will say, just buy one chocolate because it will upset your health and it is not good for you. Tomorrow you can buy another one, but today you get only one chocolate. So the father knows what a child needs. 12-year-old child comes and says, I want a BMW. Will you give it to the child? No, it's the same way. What you want, he's like a shopkeeper. The gods are like the devatas are like the shopkeeper. They don't think of whether it is good or not. Because you're going to them, they are very merciful. They will grant you whatever they want. Blessings. And you will see Basmasura, Bhaumasura, all those people went and asked Shivji, and they were about to kill Shivji only. Shivji never thought, right? He was very merciful. He loved his bhaktas and he just granted. Then Vishnu had to come to, take care of them. It is like that. And Ravana, Kumbhakarna, all these people, Ravana went to Brahmaji, Shivji, and they got whatever they wanted. And then Vishnu had to come to take care of them, right? Blessings, this is eternal, this is everlasting. If Krishna blesses you, like I said, he's paving the way and he's giving you the GPS. Forever and forever you can be happy. But this is temporary. As long as you are in this world, that whatever benediction they've given will work. After this world it will not work. Okay, and you should understand that Krishna is also running all these departments. Like our president or prime minister, there are different departments even in the working of the material world, and he has given all that to his devotees. You can all read this, we can send you the slide. Electricity is coming from Surya Dev, construction Brahma, like that. Every water Varuna, power is Agni, KPTCL, Karnataka Power Corporation, we have all those, right? Like that, in material world itself we have so many departments. To run this material world itself, you need so many departments. It is very similar to that, is what Krishna is saying. How Krishna reciprocates to Mahatmas. Now, Mahatmas, I told you, Bhutadem Avyayam, they know Gnatva, they know, and they will do Ananya Bhakti to Krishna, right? They are constantly meditating on the Lord, constantly they are doing Kirtana, Nitya Yukta. We learned all those things. Now, what does the Lord do to them? We will see. Ananyas Chintayanto Mam Ye Jana Paryupasate Tesham Nitya Yuktanam Yogakshemam Avahamyaham. But those who always worship me with exclusive devotion, meditating on my transcendental form, to them I carry what they lack and I preserve what they have. This is the most beautiful shloka, and it is very, very important for us to understand. I will see if I can give you a quick story on this. Yeah, I'll try to wrap it up quickly. I'll give you a quick story on this. So there was once a merchant there was once a person who wanted to get his daughter married. So he's made all the preparation, and in 8 days or 10 days, 8 days, his daughter has to be married. But he has to go to the other city to bring certain items for the marriage. So he leaves the wife and daughter in the same city and he travels to the next city. And as he is traveling, he actually comes upon a group of people who are doing Srimad Bhagavat Saptaha. Bhagavat Saptaha means in 7 days they will complete the entire study of Bhagavatam, or they recite Bhagavatam, or they give classes on Bhagavatam. And he says, I have 8 days anyway. 7 days I will listen to this Bhagavatam class, and then the eighth day I will go, he will think. He is so engrossed. Actually, it is he has 7 days or 6 days. Somehow, the last day he'll think, I will miss that, and then I will go back and I will buy all the supplies and get the marriage completed. He will go there and he will continue, he'll start listening to the Bhagavatam class. He's so engrossed, he will continue all the way till the end. He was supposed to leave one day early from that place, but he forgets. He gets so engrossed in that devotion that he's doing continuing the class. After that 7 days, sixth day the marriage had to take place. Now he's spent 7 days there, he's going back. He's very scared what because the marriage, they were waiting for him to go and make arrangements. And as soon as he enters the city, everybody starts looking at him and saying, "Oh, wow, wow, wow." Now he is puzzled. What has happened? I missed my daughter's marriage. Look at the people, they are all looking at me like this. And he finally goes to his daughter and wife, and the wife says, "Wow, you did a fabulous arrangement. The marriage was so good. Everybody was happy and everything." And now he's thinking, I did not do anything. What happened? How did this happen? You know what would have happened? Because he was engaged in Krishna's service, Krishna takes care of making all the arrangement. Krishna comes in his form, he does a fabulous marriage of the daughter, and he goes back. Right? This Vahamyaham is very important. Yoga Kshemam Vahamyaham. No matter what situation you are in, no matter what is going on in your life, Ananyas Chintayantoma, just think of the Lord, continue to think of the Lord. The Lord will take care of everything. Whatever you don't have, He will give you. Whatever you have, He will protect you. Many people have a lot of money and they're always thinking how to protect it. Forget. Think of the Lord. Think how I can serve the Lord. Krishna will take care of us. I know we are little bit late today. I'll try to complete this last section, which is very important. Glories of devotional service. Patram pushpam phalam toyam yo me bhaktya prayachati tad aham bhakti upahartam ashnami prayatmanaha. If one offers me with love and devotion a leaf, a flower, or a fruit, or a little bit of water, I will accept it. So bhakti is very simple. See, Krishna is not asking for anything great. One flower, one fruit, but with love and devotion. When you give it, it comes back multiple folds. You can't even hold it. Krishna will give back so much just for that one fruit, little bit of water we put. Okay, we put it as boga to Krishna. All of you are doing it. People who are not doing it, even if you don't have fruits, little bit of water, there is no scarcity for that, isn't it? Please, please, please start doing this. Offering boga and nevedya. How do we offer, right? Vegetarian, sattvic items only we can keep. We cannot keep meat, onion, and garlic to the Lord. Keep a separate clean plate. Buy a new utensil or clean it with gomutra so that you can purify that, and don't use it for personal purpose. Keep it separately for Krishna, where you can offer boga to Krishna, like this plate, and the bowls also. Chant mantras with bell ringing. Okay, it is like of calling the Lord. Please come. That bell is calling the Lord with love. And tulsi leaf. Always we have to keep. If you can't put tulsi on every plate, put one in the entire plate at least and offer it to the Lord. And the mantras that have to be chanted, we'll put this also in the chant. Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namini Namaste Saraswate Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschyat Desha Tarini Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Bhakt Chaitanya Namne Tishta Gauratvishta Namaha Namo Brahmanaya Devaya Go Brahmanaya Hitaya Cha Jagaditaya Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namaha. These are the mantras that you have to chant. We will put this also in the chant. Once you put boga to Krishna, close the altar and chant. It says two, at least one japamala you chant, and then take the prasadam from the altar. With family, you can sit and have the honor the prasadam. Okay, that is how you have to put prasadam. Nishkama karma yoga. In essence, work is needed even to maintain this body. We have to do work. But how do we do this work? We will see that. Religious duties, do it only for Krishna. Whatever you're doing, in the mind, think I'm doing it for Krishna. Eating only prasadam. This is the like synopsis of what pure devotional service is. See, for example, for bodily maintenance, I have to take a shower. Do it for Krishna, right? Then you have to get sleep in the night. Do it for Krishna so that tomorrow you're waking up early to do japa for Krishna, or you're able to worship Krishna. You'll get the energy to worship Krishna. And eating, I'm taking only prasadam, and even I'm eating to keep this body and soul together for Krishna service. Although we are not there, we are not in that high state, at least we should think like that. Okay. Charity utilize for further Krishna consciousness only. Don't give charity elsewhere. We'll understand all this in the further chapters, but this is a glimpse of it. Austerities, meditate on Krishna by chanting. You don't have to do any other austerities and penance, right? Just do it. And what is the result of it? You will get eternal freedom. We think it is constricting, but it is actually freedom. Why? Because this will free us from all the sufferings that we are going to go through, right? Even while cooking, we are killing lot of organisms, and that papa is coming to us, and that's why it is an accumulation of papa. But when you do it as prasadam, when you do such things, that papa is getting broken. You are not seeing that papa is like that, or the sins are like that cotton mountains. This bhakti is like a spark, small spark. The more intense you do, the more that cotton mountain is going to burn. Even that little spark of bhakti you have, slowly, 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 it will burn the entire mountain of sins, cotton mountain of sins that you have. That's why it is more freeing. When you get that freedom only, you will be able to understand it. Right now, it may be feeling constricted. What, I have to eat only prasadam. Eat prasadam at least once. Start like that. Put fruits and eat prasadam at least once. Take honor that prasadam, honor that fruits, right? And slowly, 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 you will, one day will come where you cannot eat anything other than prasadam. Okay. Freedom that comes by connecting our activities to Krishna, also regulative principles of freedom. So do you think in this, you think the rope is holding on to that kite, it is holding, it is controlling. But if that rope is cut off, this one does not have a sutra, it will go and fall somewhere, it will suffer, it will tear. Our life is like that. If we don't have that sutradhari, it will go and tear somewhere. It will get caught with electric posts and trees, and it will tear. Our life will become like that. Is the Lord partial? No. Like, samoham sarvabhuteshu name dveshosti na priyaha ye bhajanti tu mam bhaktya maya te teshu chapi aham. I envy no one, nor am I partial to anyone. I am equal to all, but whoever renders service unto me in devotion is a friend is in me, and I am also a friend to him. So Krishna is not partial at all. Even people are not in Krishna consciousness, Krishna helps them too. But he helps more who are in Krishna consciousness. He comes running to us who are in Krishna consciousness, then, and we don't have to call sometimes. Krishna knows our problems and he will come. He becomes our friend, right? He becomes very close to us. People who don't know him, he's still helping, but they don't even know that the Lord exists. And they will not even know to call out to the Lord. But for us, he's right next to us. Right now, he's there. Right now, he is there. During the session, he was there. He was listening, right? That confidence we should have, that Krishna is with me, and he is giving us that confidence. Wherever people are glorifying him, where there is glorification, where more than two people are sitting and glorifying, Krishna will manifest there and he will listen. In the same way, in the heart of each devotee, Krishna is there, and he's not too far. You don't even need a phone to call him, he's right in your heart. He's always watching over you, right? So he becomes a close friend to one who worships him. And what happens to a devotee if he falls down by some mistake he does, and he falls down, he is not able to perform bhakti, or he performs something wrong? What happens to them? Api chetu so duracharo bhajate mam ananya bhag sadur eva samantavya samya vyavastito hi saha. Even if one commits the most abominable action, if he engaged in devotional service, he is to be considered saintly because he is properly situated in his determination. Even if there is some mistake he is committed, Krishna will protect. Here is the story of Bharat Maharaj. Some other day, once we start our regular session, we can take that. Bharat Maharaj will forget the Lord for a momentary. In the next Janma also, Krishna comes and protects, right? And then how Gajendra, in the next Janma also, Krishna came and protected him, right? So we will understand that more in detail as the days go by. How can he be considered sadhu? क्षिप्रं भवति धर्मात्मा शाश्वत शान्तिं निगच्छति कौन्तेया प्रतिजानाहि न मे bhakta pranashati. Krishna will never let go of his bhaktas. Even if the bhakta forgets him, Krishna will not let go of them. Krishna will, one day you do bhakti also, Krishna will protect you. Tave evasmi Krishna, I am yours Krishna. Even once if you say that also, Krishna will protect you. Even if you don't remember Krishna, that is what he is saying. He quickly becomes righteous and again attains lasting peace. O son of Kunti, declare it boldly that my devotee will never perish. See, a person who's made, a devotee who's made a mistake, he will quickly recover. Krishna will show him the path or bring him to recovery quickly so that he doesn't fall anymore or he doesn't suffer anymore, right? And Krishna is telling Arjuna to go proclaim it to the world that one who is a bhakta of Krishna, no matter what situation, how bad you are, Krishna will protect. Krishna will protect. That is the ashvasan or guarantee that Krishna is giving. And why is he asking Arjuna to give that? When Krishna promises, sometimes he may not keep. But when his devotees promise, he will 100% make it happen. Right? When we'll see in the future classes how in the Bhishma Pitamaha, there is a conversation. We'll come to that when we do the class. Wherever Krishna has promised, right? He has turned the world upside down to keep up that promise. That is Krishna. When Durvas Muni came to kill, Amrish Maharaj. Amrish Maharaj, he said, okay, forget it. The Sudarshana Chakra never let go. Even though Amrish Maharaj never reached out, Sudarshana Chakra never forgave him, Durvas Muni. He tried to kill. And like that, in many situations, we'll see those leelas very soon. But Krishna never lets go of his people. Putana was a demon. And she says, let go of me. Krishna looks at her and he says, when he's killing her, I cannot let go of you. Once I hold on to you, I cannot let go of you. That is Krishna. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that amazing? Because sometimes in this world, the relationships sustain only when we are in that level, right? We have to we have to work very hard for that relationship we have to put in a lot. But here, no matter what you do, Krishna will not let go of you or, protect you. No matter what. Once you have to say, once, and that is enough for Krishna. That is the beauty of our Krishna. And this is the essence of all essence. This is the most important shloka that you have to remember. Manmana bhava madbhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru mami vaishyasi yuktvaivam atmanam matparayanaha. Engage your mind always in thinking of me, becoming my devotee, offer obeisances to me and worship me. Being completely absorbed in me, surely you will come to me. This is what we have to do to become Krishna's Bhakta, thinking of Krishna, engaging our mind in Krishna, trying to serve Krishna, paying obeisances to Krishna, worshipping Krishna. There are 4 line items. If we follow this every day, we check, 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 check. I did this. Consistency, Nitya Yukta. If we continue to do, nothing of this world or any world can harm us. That assurance Krishna gives us. And it is not just a transaction, right? It is love. Slowly, when you do this, you will fall in love with Krishna. And that love is so satisfying that you don't need anything else to, be happy. You don't need anything because you have to strive very hard to get something in this world and it does not give you happiness. It is a moment of happiness and then it's gone. But what Krishna gives, the reciprocation from Krishna, it is it is uncomparable to anything. You can't compare it to anything in this world. Okay. So, sorry, dear devotees, I'll quickly wrap up. This is also called as Rajavidya, that is most confidential knowledge. The acronym is KING. What is the qualification to understand this knowledge? Characteristics Rajavidya, Rajaguhyam, Uttamam, Pratyakshavagamam susukam kartum avyayam. 9 characteristics of that vidya. We explain that, we know what that is. Inconceivable relationship, maya dakshena charachara, right? Lord's relationship with matter and the living entities, and our ability to understand. Gnatva, we have to understand. What we have to understand, that Krishna is Bhutadi, that means he is the original person. Avyayam, he is inexhaustible, he is Purna. Purna Madam Purna Midam, right? He is 100% Purna. Whatever comes out of him also is Purna. And still he is Purna. And there is no position like somebody else becomes a supreme personality of Godhead after 5 years or 2 years. No, he is always a supreme personality. And before creation, after annihilation, he is the only person existing. And then non-devotees or non-worshippers, who are they are fools because they reject Krishna. They'll go and say, okay, I'm aham brahmasmi, I'm equal to Lord, I want to become one with God. Or remember the ring, looking at the ring, they get mesmerized and they try to acquire, and still Krishna helps them. Even if they acquire a little bit of that, Krishna helps them there also, right? And they don't understand, and only a Mahatma understands. Why? Kirtaya Kirtanadi Sada, right? Satatam Kirtayantoma. He is always doing Kirtan of Krishna, glorification of Krishna, and he is always thinking of Krishna, always putting obeisances to Krishna. Nitya Yukta, consistently. And who is an example? Our Srila Prabhupada. Glories of Bhakti. Bhakti is very simple. Patram Pashpam Phalam Toyam Yome Bhakta Pranashati. Just give one fruit, one flower, one little bit of water to Krishna. That is as simple. You may think this is magic. What is this? How is this possible? Try it. You will see the magic work, right? Bhakti gives freedom. We think it is more binding. It is not. It will give you more freedom. Activities of sadhu. What does a sadhu do? He is always thinking of the Lord. Manmada madbhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru mame vaishyasi yuktavaivam atmanam matparayanaha. Once you do that, surely guaranteed. Manmana madbhakto. Always think of Lord. Always pay obeisances. It is guaranteed. Krishna is giving guarantee. He will come to me. There is nowhere else you will go after death. You will go to a very beautiful place where there are surabhi cows, where there's beautiful music. Lakshmis are walking everywhere, and Kalpavruksha trees everywhere. You want mango, you want pizza, anything you want, right? And you're seeing the Lord. When you see the Lord, you don't need any mango or pizza. With that, I will end today's session, dear devotees. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. Let me see what else is there. What is there tomorrow? A quick peek. Tomorrow is chapter 10, the opulences of the Lord. How do we get? First, it starts from hearing the essence of Gita. Chatushloka is there. The 4 shlokas, Chatushloka, from which the entire Bhagavad Gita came. Acceptance, how do we accept the Lord? And once you accept the revelation, the Krishna reveals, whom does Krishna reveal himself to? Quiz is compulsory. Please do take up the quiz. You will get a certificate at the end of it. Let's all chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra once. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. नाम्नामकरि बहुधा निज सर्वशक्तिः तत्रार्पितनियमितस्मरणेन कालः एतादृशी तव कृपा भगवन् ममापि दुर्दैव ईदृशम् इह जान्यननुरागः. Krishna's names are unlimited, and in all those nama he has put all his shakti, all the power of creation, universal creation, and spiritual, that energy completely he's put in that nama. And there is no rules and regulations or qualification to chant the holy name of the Lord. And even though you have given such causeless mercy, O Krishna, Durdaiva, I don't understand. I don't have that, enthusiasm and ruchi to chant your name. I'm neglecting your name. That name has so much power. And see, if you have power, you want to keep it to yourself. Krishna gave it to us through Nama, and still we are not able to accept that Nama. That is my Durdaiva, is what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying. This is our Lakshmi Narsimha Lord in HBR temple. This is our Gandharvika Giridhari with Srimati Radharani in HBR temple. This is HBR layout temple. Question answers. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to talk about pure devotional service. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mathaji. Thank you, Mathaji, for the nice explanation on the confidential knowledge. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Any questions? No questions? Be ready with the Sindu Mataji's questions.
Hare Krishna,
Okay.
dear devotees.
Yeah, yes. Any devotee want to chant tomorrow? New devotee? We are in the mid of the our class. Anyone can try. No worries. Thank you, dear devotees.
Okay,
Uh,
one quick question, Prabhu.
yes, Mathaji.
What can you offer as boga to Krishna? What is the simplest thing that you can offer to Krishna as boga? You can put it in the chat. Yes, all of you can answer. Or what are you offering the Lord? The Lord has given multi-million dollar body for you. Multi-million dollar it is actually. We don't understand that, right?
Very true.
And then he's given you a beautiful home, he's given you a beautiful family, he's given you a beautiful, neighbors. He's fulfilling all your wishes even without asking. Just you have to desire and he will fulfill it for you, right? To such Lord, what is the gratitude we are giving, right? What is that gratitude? See, we have to pay gratitude to all who have helped us in material world. If you get a job through somebody, or if you get a home loan through somebody, you will call them, you will prepare a feast for them, you will give them nice gifts. Oh, that day you will be so nice to them, and you will make them feel like on cloud nine. So what are we doing to Krishna, who's given us everything that we have, including our body, right? So that is the mindset we should have when putting boga. I say, Krishna, you've given me so much, so much. Here is my reciprocation, right?
Mathaji, actually, I have a question.
Yes, Mataji, go ahead.
So, you had said that we should not taste the food before giving bhoga. But
Mm.
how can I relate this to the story of Shabri Mata who gave fruits in the forest to Rama?
See, Shabri was a very, very elevated devotee. Okay, and it is said, the acharyas say that on her tongue, Ram was actually residing because she was chanting Ram Nam every time. So when she tasted, Ram, who was on her tongue, only tasted it first.
Um,
Pure devotees, right? Pure devotees. We are nowhere close to even dust of them. Pure devotees, their entire body becomes spiritualized. Krishna lives with them in their body, in their heart. So when she tasted, the Ram Jap was so strong. See, even the Hare Krishna Mahamantra that you do, when you do it in the right way, Krishna dances on your tongue. Krishna manifests on your tongue. We are not elevated to that heights. So when Shabri Mata gave that, it was Krishna only who tasted it first.
okay,
It was.
Mathaji. And one more doubt I have.
Hmm.
Few people say actually when we are taking blessings from elders, we should not touch their feet. Is it right, or can we touch their feet? Because people say that we
We
will
don't.
take their sins.
No, 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 no. It's not sins or anything like that. We usually just close to their feet, we touch the ground. We don't actually touch their feet.
Yeah.
We are ineligible to touch their feet. And don't don't think their sins we are taking all that. There is no way sins will get transferred like that. Unless you offend somebody, sins won't get transferred like that. In fact, we take the charanamrit, right? When the lotus feet of Maharajas are washed, we take that as charanamrit and we drink it, because those people have walked the in Vrindavan to the holy places. Holy dust of those Maharajas has lot of potency. So, but we don't touch them directly because we are ineligible, right? We are contaminated. For elders, we don't. We just, you can put namaskar from far distance only. That is fine. Especially Matajis, we don't usually touch the elders' feet. We just touch the ground and If it is your parents, it's okay. But if it is somebody outside your family, don't touch the feet. Just the ground is enough, and you will not take anybody's sins. Krishna will take care of you. Don't worry.
Thank
Yes,
you, Mathaji.
yes, yes. Hare Krishna. Very beautiful questions. Very practical. Thank you, Mataji, for those. I think we can end,
Yeah.
Prabhu. Tomorrow
Yeah.
I'll be flying out. I have an early morning flight tomorrow. So,
Okay, Mathaji.
Mataji,
yes,
Hare Krishna.
Prakash Prabhu. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Yeah. So when we are taking a final exam, Mataji, death,
Mm, mm,
so I think I'm just experiencing Mataji. So
mm,
whenever we are seeing a dead body,
mm.
so we are. It is a, I mean, mock test for everybody, So we
Yes,
realize
yes.
how we are. I mean, temporary,
Correct. We
like that.
fight so much. Yes.
Yes, Mataji. So, what I suggest, so if you visit, I mean, if you see more dead bodies, automatically the temporary thing, that attachment. Yes, Mataji. Whenever I am seeing dead bodies, that I realize what is the temporary thing we are having,
Correct.
definitely the bhakti will improve and our detachment will happen, Mataji.
No,
That's what
that is called as it is called some kind of vairagya. It
yes,
falls into the category of Falgu Vairagya. We
okay,
shouldn't do that. We shouldn't do that. Because this world is temporary, it is so much of sadness. I'm going to die one day. I shouldn't do bhakti. I should do bhakti because I love Krishna.
okay,
Because we
Mataji.
are feeling sad here. If Krishna had said, okay, you permanently stay there, we wouldn't not have done bhakti. That's not good bhakti. We do
Okay.
bhakti because we love Krishna. That's called Shamshan Vairagya or something. There is a category for that, Prabhu, and it falls into the category of Falgu Vairagya. Falgu Vairagya is your Vairagya will be there from the time a person is taken from his house, the dead body is taken till the crematorium. After that, you come and regularly, I have a meeting, I have this, I have to have food, I have to, regular life will start. So don't follow that. Follow Vairagya, where you're using everything for Krishna's service and not for your service. That is a true Vairagya.
Yes, Mataji. And one more thing,
Yes.
every day we have to interact with Lord Mataji, even small things also. When you are interact with him, that confidence will increase, Mataji. That's what I observed, Mataji. And we should thank him also for small things. Even I was earlier, I was not believing God. Many times, I was so much interacted during childhood also, slowly when things are happening, so I developed the confidence with Lord
That's
Mataji.
a very, very, very beautiful point. Even it's a lesson for me also, that we have to think of Lord all the time, even for small, small things like Prabhu was saying. That interaction, that conversation with the Lord, we have to keep it going. That is the
Yes, Mataji.
best thing to do. And saying thank you, that's an important item. Saying thank
Gratitude.
you for everything. Yes, yes. That's
Now this is
actually a reminder for me, Prabhu. I have to put it somewhere in my phone or somewhere, put an alert in the
yes, ma'am.
beginning. Every 1 hour, I have to remind myself to say thank you to the Lord.
Yeah, that's how I practicing Mataji. So small things, I request him. I'm going to interact with him and say gratitude with him for even
Mm,
very small things also, Mataji. This is what
yes.
we have to do to grow in Bhakti, Mataji.
Dandavat pranam to you, Prabhu. That's a beautiful point, which I'm also not following, and it's very important, as you said. It's very, very important, and that is the confidence we have that the Lord is there, that reciprocation is there. That is very true. Thank you for
Mm.
sharing that, Prabhu. Beautiful points, very nice points, Prakash Prabhu.
And then even when I am deviating from Lord, automatically the mind will be disturbed and many things will go wrong, Mataji. So it is an
Mm,
alert.
mm.
an alert for me.
Agitation, right?
Yes, Mataji. Even while chanting also, if my mind deviates, I am not able to pronounce properly, and some gargar sound, something will come. He alert me, immediately when I go to Lord, when I remember, it become automatically become all right. So one day I was suffering from severe headache. I just chanted Mataji. It's gone actually. These are all small
Very
small
nice.
experience, Mataji.
Very nice,
Small
very
small
nice. Very
experience,
nice
Mataji.
to hear that you're growing in Bhakti, Prabhu, and you're taking all of us with you by sharing all these things. These are very, very important. It may seem very small, but it has a lot of impact, as Prabhu was saying. Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you for sharing that.
Like that, small things are so many happening, Mataji. I'm not boasting, but
Mm.
I'm not so pure also. I feel I am very very like grass, less than grass. I'm feeling like that because Lord, the universe, so big, Mataji. We are nothing. I'm
Very
feeling
nice.
like that, Mataji. Thank you, Mataji.
Very nice. That humility will automatically come. Very nice. Very nice to hear, Prabhu. Thank you for sharing, Hare Krishna. The big dandavat to you. Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna.
Prakash Prabhu. Thank you for sharing your experiences that will benefit all of us. Hare
Thank you.
Krishna, Prabhu.
Yeah,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna.
dear devotees. Let us chant once Hare Krishna Mahamantra before we end the session. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय, श्री राधा माधव की जय, श्री श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। हरे कृष्ण डियर
Hare Krishna
डिवोटीज,
Prabhuji, Hare Krishna Mataji.
you
Hare
can say
Krishna,
Hare
Veena
Krishna and leave
Mataji.
the session.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Mataji.
Leelavati Mataji, Krishna
Hare
Prabhu,
Krishna
Hare
Prabhu, Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Mataji.
Chaitanya
Krishna
Prabhu, Hare
Hare
Mataji.
Nityananda
Krishna,
Prabhu,
Krishna
Krishna
Prabhuji,
Krishna,
Hare
Nityananda
Krishna
Prabhu,
Mataji.
Manjunata Prabhu,
Hare
Jyoti
Krishna
Mataji,
Mataji.
Veena
Hare
Mataji, Sarvati
Krishna.
Mataji, Hare Krishna Naina Mataji, Hare Krishna Rajesh Prabhu, Hare Krishna Chandrasekhar Prabhu, Hare Krishna Satya Prakash Mataji, Hare Krishna Chaya Mataji, Shreya Mataji, Hare Krishna Pramila Mataji, Hare Krishna Pradyumna Prabhu, Hare Krishna Pushpa Mataji, Chitralekha Mataji, Hare Krishna Kantaraju Prabhu, Hare Krishna Umapi Mataji, Hare Krishna प्रदीप प्रभु, हरे कृष्ण विजय लक्ष्मी माताजी, हरे कृष्ण वसंता माताजी, हरे कृष्ण सिंधु माताजी, हरे कृष्ण।
Hare Krishna, Kishan Prabhu, Kishan. Hare Krishna, Atul Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Manjunath Prabhu,
यस माता,
Leelavati Mataji, Nalina Mataji, Vidya Mataji. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Hare Krishna,
हरे कृष्ण।
Chandrasekhar Prabhu.
कैन आई एंड द सेशन माता जी?
Yes, Prabhu, thank you so much, Hare